And I have returned! Welcome back! For those of you watching the VODs on YouTube, hello! Please be sure to do all the social stuff, etc., etc. Today we are wrapping up this copper plates build and moving on to doing additional crushing for bobmonium and rubite. And then ideally getting into some tin and lead ore sorting, and we shall see if I can set up some solder as well. Off screen, during the break, I have had non-zero food. I've inserted food into my belly, a plum, a singular plum. And now what remains of my coffee. Because I did not eat breakfast this morning. I was not feeling hungry, and then here we go, at like an hour ago, I start feeling hungry during my stream. Because of course, that's how things always will happen. Okay, I need to get the train set up here. Let's get the fuel, get the limiter sorted. You are copper ingots. Supply depot, full cargo, and circuit condition. And off you go. I just need to make sure that I define, make sure that I do not forget to define the ingots. There we go. So we've done the ore sorting, and now it is time to do, we are in the midst of doing the processing. Huzzah. Hazzy hazoo. Next is to do the exact same build as with the iron, with the copper. So this doohickey right up here, just copper instead. Yay, progression. Within minutes of finishing the break, we will have our beautiful stuff, the copper plates. Ironically, more copper plates than iron plates. Why? Because the ingots should be 22.5 ingots, I think. Yes, 22.5 ingots that can all get processed into stuffs. Plates. Which means I need more than 5. I've just thought of that. I will need more than 5. I should have copied the whole thing with the thingies to have the spacing. Oh well. Oh well, it needs to be a little bit different anyway, just because of the difference in the input or ingot quantities, I should say. But anyway, I don't have enough casting machines, do I? I only brought a stack of casting machines. I needed more than a stack. Oops. Anyway, switch all this to copper. You can very easily replace the recipe on ghosts by just doing a copy-paste, like re-ghosting. Wow, that is a lot. Okay. 8. 8 of these things. Six, 7, 8. Wow. Well, I need to go to the mall to pick up additional casting machines. In the meantime, though, let's get this powered. Of course, it's using multiple. This is going to be a blank. R blank at copper plates 1. Just in case I use some other multi-ingot recipe to make additional molten copper in the future. Are copper ingots at copper plates 1, and are copper plate are S copper plates 1. And here we go. Ta-da! Locomotive. Need fuel. Fuel? Fuel. Excuse me. Fuel. Bring in those copper ingots. Go ahead and limit this a little bit. It should be 1-to-1, so I should have 22.5 copper plates. You know, twice the amount of iron that I'm making. Oh, right. Supply to... I don't have the supply stations placed here yet. I hear kitten behind me. I hear kitten! Which kitten is it behind me? Somewhere in this office. Someone climbed. Depot. Full cargo. Circuit condition. Do the thing. We have plates! Greater than 0 plates of copper. So, the interesting thing with copper is, of course, the fact that we can do strand casting with copper, and we can do, like, interesting things for getting copper cable. That would be actually somewhat useful if we cared a lot about throughput of items. I mean, really, I don't think it matters too much in the grand scheme of things. This is going to be D copper plates. There we go. Copper processing is finished. I now need to grab the remaining casting units on this. Or whatever the heck they're called. Casting machines, excuse me. The Pie Suite calls them casting units. This is Angels, and in Angels they are casting machines. Oh boy. Oh, excuse me? How did it hit on the back tire and not the front? Like, it's a square hitbox. Oy. Anyway, I need those casting machines. They are right here. Ta-da! I could plan out what I need to do the crushed stuff, but I think I already have the vast majority of what I need to do that crushing and such. I just need additional loaders, splitters, and belt. You know, the usual. The usual stuffs. There we go. I have things now. I also can add an additional input station for the copper plates here at the mall. The mall's train station is growing. Woohoo. Let us grow. Shall we? Let us grow. Excuse me. M steel 1. Or M copper. There. Ahem. I mean, it works, right? Oh boy. Copper plates. Copper wire coils. Yeah, that's what I wanted to look at. So, copper wire coils. You can make 4 per 20. Because this is 1 to 4. And this is 80 to 16, right? 80 to ultimately 16. So 20 to 1. Or blah, blah stuff, things. I don't know, 10 to 2? Whatever, math. I'll eventually do the math in Hellmod to see, like, hey, copper cable. I want to compare these two things. If I want 30 copper cables, that would be 150 through of the molten copper versus 150 of the molten copper. It is the same, except one adds an extra step. There is the process with the coolant. And I think the coolant offers a better ratio. Potentially. Yeah. So the coolant will use less copper, and we need to always consider... So this does not do productivity. Like, well, you have to consider extra steps that have productivity are always going to be inherently better, but in this case, they don't use productivity until the end on the plates. So, let's keep in mind the plate method, getting plates into copper cables. Yeah, you can do productivity. Oh wow, that's interesting. So, yeah, because the base assembly machine doesn't have any modules. You can do productivity on the coils into cables. You can do productivity on the plates into cables. Normally. What? Hold on, that's not... That's not right. What? What? Plates into cable should absolutely take productivity. Why does this tell me the answer is no? Why does this tell me the answer is no on productivity on regular plate into cable? Like, e excuse me? And then it says I can absolutely do it for the other method, the coils into cable. So if it actually turns out that I can't do productivity on regular plate into cable, then I am inherently forced to do copper wire coils. Just inherently, I will have to do that. Just yeah, inherently I have to because productivity is king, man. Productivity rules the world. Anyway, why you know stuff? I have finally chewed through the stuff, which means that I am not going to do that anymore. All of my stereotype will ideally. Hello? Kitten? Or kittens, plural? It's their playtime, and they are fighting. They love fighting. Yeah, just trim that. All of my crushed will go into further production into plates. Well, let us crush some bobmonium and some rubite. That sounds wonderful to me. Let's get crushing. Which? Yeah. Meow. Ollie? What? Ollie? That was an Ollie meow? Gosh, he rarely meows. Why? How do I? Is that really him? I have doubts. Ollie, was that you meowing? That was just Ollie on my bookcase here, right behind my green screen, right next to the green screen. That used to hold amiibo, but it doesn't anymore. It's a flat surface just for kittens to run across. I very specifically brought a piece of furniture back from Massachusetts to use to store my amiibo because I was getting tired of the kittens knocking them down off of my bookcases. Ah. Unfortunately, the thing that I brought with me doesn't elegantly hold all of them, but I have forced all of them in. I made them fit. I made it fit. Alright, just gonna trim this as well. As we're doing both of these together. Together forever. Place all these things. Hope I have enough resources for all this. I just have to switch the recipes. I don't really care what's going to be what here. This can be Bob. I don't need to worry, I've got all the filters I could ever desire. Down here, this can be Rubite. You there. Rubite. The rubiest of Rubite. There we go. Are Rubite or at crushed Rubite. Crushed Rube. Rube! S crushed Rube at, or just crushed Rube 1. There we go. D crushed Rube 1. And you'll be D crushed Bob 1. And you will be S crushed Bob 1. And R Bob or at crushed Bob 1. You're checking the cable recipes in Hellmod, and they are actually equal if you make copper plates from sheet coils. Do the sheet coils take productivity? Hold up. Excuse me, sheet coils. Do you? Yes. The answer is yes. What? According to Hellmod, the answer is yes. But Hellmod is sometimes wrong. Especially with Bob's stuff. Why the hell would they make sheet coils use productivity on plates? I guess for strand casting, because you can totally strand cast copper sheet coils that they're made through strand casting, but they also have a coolant recipe. So, okay, I guess the ultimate efficiency is coolant strand casting with productivity modules on the uncoiling. Why? Why is that a thing? I don't even. Odd. Anyway. Rubite. Or I don't have enough locomotive stuff. Oh, hey, I have there we go. I have just enough locomotive stuff that I desire. Why would you be able to productivity module the stupid coils? The sheet coils. Like, really? S crushed Rube, D crushed Rube. Full cargo circuit condition. Don't go yet until after I've limited you. Now you can do. See, it's doing the stupid loop-de-loop thing. It's doing the stupid loop-de-loop thing. I don't know why. Hey, look, it's crushed Rubite. There. And let's add the bobmonium too while we're at it. So I don't forget. Decrush Bob. Ta-da! I have to do the logistics here for this. Hello, Dolly. Goodbye. You going to the window? You haven't been to the window in a while. She is off towards the window. What am I doing? In. You are an input. There we go. Hey there, Bobor. Bring in the Bobonium. Yay, Bobonium. Let's get this locoest of locomotive. Bob. Supply crushed. Depot crushed. Full cargo and circuit condition. Auto magic. See, this one stayed. This one stayed put. Why couldn't the others? Alright, that's that finished. We have an hour left. Oh boy. Well. More expansion will require additional things, like rail. I need a few extra units of rail if I do plan on continuing my expansion into tin and lead and solder and circuits and all the glorious thing. Wood. I should have a wood factory with wood on the network. I wanted to get, for my mineral catalysts in particular, I wanted to split off the production of the slag into a completely separate, dedicated slag factory with a big, big, big area for it. How's the power looking, by the way? Okay for now. Alright, we are here. We've arrived. Give me a few units of rail. Hey, my dolly! Meow. Hey, dolly, come say hello. Yes, yes, come say hello. Come say hello, my dolly. The pretty girl. It's a pretty girl, yes. How's that dolly? How's that dolly? She's exploring. Dolly's exploring. Yes. What you wanna do? What you wanna do, dolly? Do. What you wanna do? Wanna go here? On the desk? Yes, she's just gonna lay down on the desk now. And be all pretty and soft. Good. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Rail! Stuff for rails! How are the signals looking? Meh. Oh. She's got eyes on something. Off she goes! How are my things? The loaders, unloaders. Bulk rail loaders and unloaders. I don't have any more unloaders in here. I have 14. What about loaders? I have 4. A few more bulk rail loaders would be okay to hold on to. Right around here. Looks like I have... What about the supply? I only have 8 supplies. None in here. Remember that each train station I make uses 3 supplies and 2 requests at minimum. It's always good to have extra on hand. And then, yeah, I mean, I have a general lack of belt. More belt would be good. And power poles. Guess I can steal some out of this. Make sure I definitely don't forget the nanobot ammo. There we go. Okay. Where in the world am I going to build this? Just for my own reference, there is enough room here for stuff. Can put a thing there, and more there, and more here. I could put like 2 and 2 or 4. How many do I need? Is a great question. So I need 6 minimum, because I need to do ore sorting for tin ingots, tin casting, and then the same 3 things with lead. So lead sorting, lead ingots, and lead plates. And solder. So like 7. So solder coils, if I can do them. I can't do the solder coils yet. Oh. Well. I mean, that's an obvious tech choice for now, because I actually do want the solder coils. That's one thing I do want to use, because I don't want to be doing solder locally. It's a little awkward. It's a little awkward. And solder just as solder from molten. Yeah, I can do it, but why bother? I guess for this specific case, I just tend to go into the coil directly, which means I need strand casting machines, and I'm not making them right now. Yeah, I should set that up. I should set one of my mall machines making strand casting machines wherever they exist. Here. I just have to laugh at sintering ovens just like existing as a multi-level thing that you only really use for tungsten at the very end of the game. Unless things have drastically changed, the only real thing you would use sintering for a year ago, a little over a year ago, was tungsten at endgame, when you already have access to like sintering oven 3s or 4s or whatever max level sintering ovens. Like, why does level 1 and 2 even exist? Why do they even give it to you earlier? Nothing in Bob's Angels, at least at the time, used it. I don't know if that's changed. May have at some point. But for now, that's what I know about. That's what I know about. So, let me see. What do I need to do? Just make a whole bunch of train stations. Oh gosh. So, 7 train stations. Where do we want to do this now? So I have this that I can make into a straight rail and have the 7 on either side of the way, and I think that's going to be what I do. I want to connect these two lines here. And I want to, I guess we can do that now. I've got, like, a few units of rail on me. So I think I can just go ahead and do that. Let's get this straight rail going. I also want to make sure that I have radar coverage, because I keep forgetting about my radar coverage. Speaking of which, can I not do radar 2s? Oh. Huh? Aren't there supposed to be upgraded Bob's radars? What are they named? Weren't there... what? Weren't there... what? Why? Huh? I could've sworn there were radar levels. There's no levels to radars. What? Where even is the regular... what? What? A search for radar doesn't bring up a tech for radars. What? This does not make sense to me. Like, huh? So, maybe it is in Bob's Warfare. Yeah, that's... why? Why would they be in Warfare? Again, that makes 0 sense to me. Radars are useful for more than just showing the locations of fighters. They're far, far more useful than just that. Well then, what that means is that I can add the Big Brother mod, doesn't it? I can add Big Brother, and that will allow me to upgrade my radars by tech. I'm going to do that now, actually, because what that will do is inherently... I have to pick up all of my radars again, but, let's go ahead and, go in and add Big Brother. Big Brother. So, the way that Big Brother works is that as you increase your tech levels, anytime you place a radar, it runs a script to assign a very specific radar entity equivalent to your current tech level-ish. It means that each individual radar is sort of a unique entity. It has some minor behavior issues with being able to pick stuff up and replace things. But otherwise, yeah. It means I can't place these things with a nanobot because it runs the script on placement. And you end up with a vanilla radar if you place a radar by nanobot. So if I place this right now, not much changes because I haven't picked up the techs yet for the upgraded radars. But now, somewhere in here, somewhere, should be radar techs. I said somewhere. Here. Radar amplification stuff. You need mill. Mill 1, leading into the amplification. This is the one I need. I need the amplification. And to go further, you need to unlock modules. Just unlock modules. It doesn't need any modules to build the things. It's just for some reason radar amplification 4 gets locked behind modules existing. And then you need mill science to continue. And then you need this is utility? Alright, so can anyone tell me why Bob's screws with the colors of the science packs? Like, what was Bob's reasoning for messing with the colors of science packs? I mean, more likely than not, it's just an effect of this was the colors in a way back version of Factorio, but never got updated to reflect the current version's colors of sciences. But it gets real confusing real fast when yellow is your base science, when in the vanilla game the base science is red. It's supposed to go red, green, blue, purple, yellow, white, gray. Gray for mill. Making it consistent with the colors of belts. True? But why? That's the other thing. Why do the science pack colors need to be the colors of the belts? And Bob's adds you have a gray belt too, so where's the level 0 gray science? Huh? Where's level 0 gray science? It's not mill. Why, and then why is mill gray? Huh? Explain this. Even when it's trying to be consistent, it's still inconsistent. Ding. Like it is consistent not with belt, it is consistent with Bob's logistics as a whole. Right? Now, artisanal reskins and all these other reskins mods actually forces a lot of like Bob's logistics changes to match the belts at the tiers they're the equivalent of, just so we're all clear on that, because we've got yellow inserters into red inserters into blue into green into purple, but the belts end with green, and then there's the bots that are a little different as well. It's like, oh gosh, all these differences and changes, and yeah, it's just not consistent. Like, why? Just why does science need to be belt color? People should be used to the colors of the vanilla text. If you're gonna make a change like that, do what Pyanodon did and just make them not actual beakers of science fluids anymore, right? Like, make them actual science things to fit whatever color scheme you want. That would make more sense to me. Anyway. Enough about that. Let's get all of this train rail placed, and eventually oh god, there's so much rail to get over there. I think I'm not going to do this full connection right now. Oh boy. But anyway, I should have my tech now to do the stupid stuff with the things. I am apparently out of big electric poles. What? Well, alrighty then. My car is likely... Oh, car is fine. For stuff. I think I have enough room for a whole bunch of stuff here. A whole bunch of train stations. Hey, stuff and things. Radar... Yes, you. And then I can think about the other stuffs. The efficiency. So efficiency just makes scanning faster inherently, but I don't really need the faster part of that. Oh, and after that I need lasers. Oh, okay. I don't really need faster. I just need stuff. Range. Range is good. I like range. I mean, what text do I take now? I don't know. Oh, I can do red science, I guess. Blah, red science. I could do automation science on my network, I think. I can do this now on my train network. Officially, I have iron and copper on my network. Alright, what did I come up here for again? The big power poles. Which I apparently don't have space in my inventory for. Here, take some for the vehicle, and then take some for me. And I have a dude chasing me down. Thank you for taking that stuff. Let us go. Back to the wonderful stuff. This line. Alright. Planning. So, let's see here. 1. 1. 2. 3. 4. I need to go further down. Radars, please! I need more coverage. So the other bad thing about Big Brother mod is that it doesn't show you the true coverage until after the thing is down. It shows you the vanilla radius, which, as you can see, placing down this one radar here revealed everything. Everything ever around us, which is the whole point of having the Big Brother mod. It's real nice. Alright, so that was... that plus... 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. Place. Place. There's that. And then there was more. 1, 2. Right in there. You know, that's just a few segments of rail for all of this. Beautiful stuff. I think I'm going to need more rail. Each one of these stations is precisely 420 units of rail. Times 7. How do I know it's 420 units of rail? Reasons! Reasons. How can one forget? How can one possibly forget? Such a perfect number. Build the things. I may need more nanobot ammo, now that I'm thinking about it. Even more nanobot ammo. There's 1 of 7. I shouldn't build the other side. No. I should prioritize one side at a time, because this side's going to be either lead or tin. And then the other side is going to be the other thing. And I'm probably going to do them together, because why the heck not? They are basically identical builds on the ore sorting side of things. Speaking of which, the ore sorting needs an additional doohickey station on each thing. Oh my goodness, the forest. The forest that must die. Kill all the trees. And throw them into my trash slots. I have no use for this wood. I do want a factory for wood, providing wood onto my rail network, but we'll get to that eventually. Not right now. For now, I'm just setting all of this stuff up to get through solder. If I can get through solder done, everything will be glorious. Because once we get through tin, lead, all that good stuff. Oh, I can also start thinking of bronze after this. That's the other thing. Bronze. Bronze comes from copper and tin at the moment. You could also add in nickel later, as well as zinc to it, or alternative to nickel in zinc, for improved outputs. Actually, might want to add that nickel. What is, what is the good stuff here? Nickel gets used as an intermediate in quite a few things. As an improver to quite a few things. Ah! That's level 2. I would be interested in the level 3, not the level 2, so I might not need nickel powder. The nickel ore can absolutely be individually sorted, so that is highly useful. It's also used for the yellow catalysts. Right, that's another reason to have the actual individual ore types on my network. is because I am going to need ore for catalysts. Eventually. There are so many stupid colored catalysts in this that I am absolutely going to need everything for. Need a whole bunch of ore types. I think it's iron copper for red. Need tungsten and nickel for yellow. That's like the end phase game one. There's also a green and a blue. And the blue uses cobalt. I remember. Pretty sure. Catalyst. Yeah, so green is aluminium silver. And then the blue is titanium and cobalt. Or, oh god, this forest. Holy. Wow. Wow. Forest. Forest, please. The whole thing needs to die. All of it. There goes all of my ammo. There goes all of the ammo. There goes all of my inventory. Hey, vehicle. You've got some space now that I've used all of my stuff, right? All of my rail? You can hold on to some of this wood that my nanobots are bringing me. I really need termite ammo. I could really use some termite ammo. I'm going to make some termite ammo. Yeah, and I guess it would be a good time to actually, do the ammo on my train network. Or not on my train network, on my mall. That would be good, too. Might actually have some on my mall. I have forgotten the things in my mall. No, I do not have any of the stuff. Okay. Now I know for certain that I don't have the nanobot ammos at all in my mall. Well, let's see. I will want these to share an input, I think. Or do I? No, I would want these to share. Because it's just the one sticks. You are going to limit to just one doohickey, and you are going to be those. Sure. That'll be that. I want a full thingy of both of these. Remember that my robots are really, 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 really good at removing things from my inventory. These guys hold 100 units of stuff each, which makes them great for the mall. And in compact setups like this, where their speed doesn't necessarily matter as much, it's great for taking things away from you and your inventory. It's just, yeah, the downside is they are incredibly slow on their base speed, making percentage-based increases not as big of boosts, but still very, very much welcome boosts to these guys' speed. I do think that they do get outclassed by much, much, much faster robots. I'd rather have very fast robots going back and forth more times than these slower bots going fewer times, fewer trips. Personal preference. Okay. Hey, it's some termite bot ammo. In all actuality, I want to make a an emitter, another emitter, to have as the other slot down here. My third slot. Come on, hurry it up. Hurry it up! Do the thing! Do the thing! There we go. So this emitter needs to be there with termite ammo loaded in. There we go. Glorious termite ammo. A little bit of it. Now, if I do this and then shift, I can get rid of this deconstruction planner on these trees. Now, what will happen once I get down here, if I have my termite ammo enabled, is that the termite bots will destroy the trees. And everything will be glorious. There is a massive difference in efficiency between having the termite bots and the construction bots. The termite bots will not fill your inventory with wood. They will destroy all of the trees. And I am very happy that the termite bots were updated to not destroy your own entities. That used to be a big, big, big problem with the cloud effects on these. Yes, just destroy. Destroy everything. It didn't destroy enough, but you know what? It's fine. Also, this needs to be placed again. I think it timed out or something, or I just went over it with a deconstruction planner that took things away. Something along those lines. Forget the extra power pole. Ah, the joys of termite bots. It really helps. Alright, that's those constructed. Now for these! Which I'm pretty sure I have nowhere near the amount of rail for. I definitely don't have the signals, pretty sure. Wonderful, so I added the Big Brother mod, which means that I'll have to update my mod page now. Great. You're like, oh hey, yeah, I added Big Brother to it because, well, Bob's mods are stupid and it doesn't put the radars in the logistics. Like, I expect it to be with the logistics stuff. I consider radars part of my logistics system, not part of warfare. Like, that's one of the like, really questionable things about the vanilla game. It's like, why are radars considered combat category? Defensive structure? No. 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 Convenience structure. That's radars. Radars are a convenience structure. And resource scouting structure. That is what radars are for. Letting me see my own base and see what I've done wrong in my own base. That is what radars are for. Not for finding out where the fighters are. No. That's not what radars are for. therefore letting me see what's running in my base. I need more supply. Oh, it placed it. It's like, do I need more supply stops? Potentially. Absolutely. I think that was my last one. No, I have 9. There we go. How are those rails looking? Bleak. Let's see. As long as I have more than 420 left, which I do, I will have enough to finish this other station. Alright. I had just enough rail and, like, signals and things to build 7 additional train stations. Like, what? Really? That's so overkill. So overkill. No, nothing is overkill. Ever. All under. It's less than the amount needed. The amount that's necessary, always. Anyway, that's 7 thingies. Oh boy. 3 each devoted to lead and tin, and then 1 devoted to solder. And then the rail line will continue and meet up with this guy eventually, just going down and over. Like so. Just all the way down and all the way over. That is a bit of a hike, though. Ah, boy. Alright. Time to grab stuff. I need ore sorting facilities. I need to actually expand these 2 by an extra station for ore sorting, because they will both use catalysts, mineral catalysts. I'm going to design them the same as I have the iron and copper, even though I know for a fact that I just don't have the crushed input for it. I'm pretty sure I don't have the crushed input for it, but I don't care. Grab some of that, grab some of that. Oh hey, I have strand casting machines. Good. Very good. Glad to see it. I also need to get bunches of doohickeys. Lots of casting. Will I need chemical furnaces? Well, we can do Hellmod and check. So, tin ingots. I think I need it for lead. Excuse me. Tin ingot. Through that. Oh, hey, I need coke. You're going to use coke for your fuel. That's going to use tin ore. Tin ore, aka realistic ores copper. Good thing I'm not using the realistic ores mod in this particular playthrough. But yeah. The blast furnace. Okay, blast furnace ore processor for you. And the lead ingots out of... you need carbon. You need carbon. And I don't have the carbon yet, so I'll need to make carbon! This will also run on carbon, because that's a fuel and there's no real way around it. It will be 2 blast furnace steps. Okay. Oh yeah, sulfur dioxide from oxygen. I'll have to deal with that somehow. But regardless, Yep, same old ratios that I'm used to at this point here. Like if I can throw 15, it makes 22 and a half. Oh hey, tech, finished. Yay. I mean, I don't really have a need for the things that I'm unlocking right now. Brass, bronze, cobalt, steel. I mean, there's no real point to actual cobalt itself that much besides the cobalt steel stuff. That'll lead into further logistics, repair pack 3s, what good that does. Alright. I think that will cover it. So there's that. I just need to make sure you will use that as well. 112.5, huh? That's a bit. That's a little bit of stuff. Anyway. Well, we have about 13 minutes left. I could at least do the, I think I can get the ore sorting done for these, so let's grab the buildings for that. Do I have 6 on me? I need a bit more than that. If I want to do lead, that's fine. Same ratio as the others. And then 10 is same ratio as the others. Okay. Good to know. And did I have a blueprint where I did that thing? No. You guys. Hi. Yeah, this thingy. Alright, I'm gonna make this copy, but I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna say, don't copy the train station names. Please. And we're gonna go down here, we're going to, guess build on this side. Paste that down there. And paste that down there. I guess I could have grabbed the whole thing with the entirety of the extra doohickey here. There we go. I think I may need a little bit more belt. On my requester stations have enough. Let's get going. Do the thing. So, which is lead, which is tin? I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. Do I have the, unloaders? No! I don't. Oh boy. Unloaders would be great. That would be great to have. Let's go back and grab those unloaders. At least it's close by, right? And we don't have to spend eons traveling just to get right back up here and grab stuff. How are these looking? Good. Here we go. Unloaders. And grab some loaders too while we're at it. Hey there, buddy. Take some of those. And down we go. So tin didn't need anything fancy, right? No, just coke. The other one needs carbon, which is annoying. I think that's why I've done the basic lead, the very basic lead, without the other stuff. Being so very specific. But yeah. I think this is going to be the lead, to be honest. Lead! Without the processed iron step. Processed lead step. In the past, I just tried to dodge the coke to begin with, but we need coke any coke? No, carbon. Dodge the carbon. I'm gonna have to make carbon anyway, so let's just make a factory making carbon somewhere. Oh, hello. Do that. Are mineral catalysts at lead ore 1? Are what the heck is lead? Rubite and what? Crotinium. That was rubite, right? Yes. Are crushed rube at lead ore 1? Are crushed crot at lead ore 1? Supply lead ore 1. Oh, I need more trains. I need more locomotives and their fuel. D lead ore 1. And basically that is that. That is the everything. Just assign these doohickeys to mineral catalysts, to rubite, and to protinium. Voila! I essentially now have lead ore. I just need, you know, the locomotives. Where that? Oh, I have locomotives. I don't have fuel-ish. I don't have enough cargo wagons. That's a big one. I need a few more cargo wagons. I do have this petrochem locomotive as well with gas wagons, but no, I need solids. Need wagons for solids. So where are those? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Here. Let's get some of these in the vehicle. Vehicle! Off we go. Back down. Get this lead ore in a locomotive and on my network. Notice how this next thing is tin ore sorting. We're sort of doing this a little out of order. Hey, it's lead. Just in time. Supply, depot, full cargo, circuit ignition. Do your wonderful thing. And then I have to define lead ore. D lead ore 1. And that is lead ore sorting finished! Completely. We got a tech. What that tech was, I do not know. Nor do I think I particularly care. Alright, place all these things. Come on, nanobots. You can do it. Alright, this... Apparently there were, a few rails on the ground somehow, for some reason. 10! Oh boy, I am not looking forward to needing to have a consistent supply of silicon before I can get a consistent supply of silicon through individual ore sorting. I think we're gonna run into that very specific issue with something. I don't exactly remember what, but I'm pretty sure we run into that issue somewhere. At least that's what it used to be like over a year ago. There was an issue somewhere where you couldn't do the individual ore sorting for something that you needed to get into the individual ore sorting for that specific thing. But I think it wasn't any of these other 4 here. I think it might have been something like cobalt or something like that. I think it might have been cobalt to get into the stuff here for the leaching. I've completely forgotten at this point what the issue inherently was way back then, but there was something at some point that was a little weird. There was weirdness. Don't think the weirdness exists at the moment, but anyway, this is going to request mineral catalysts at tin ore 1. This should be bobmonium and something. Stereotite. Stereotite, okay. Our steer at tin ore 1. The distance from a thingy doesn't matter. And our crushed bob at tin ore 1. Did I even name this right? No, this is our crushed steer. And this, of course, is supply tin ore 1. 1, not 2, 1. And this is D10. Tin ore 1. How tin ore ended up as tome, I don't know. But, yeah. It somehow ended up as tome rather than tin ore. Okay, this is going to bring in the catalysts. This is the crushed stereotite. And this is the crushed bobmonium. And that is tin. Make sure I have tin on my doohickey. D10 ore 1. Get the locomotive placed. Limit the thingies. Fuel. Tin. Supply. Depot. Full cargo. Circuit ignition. And that is the ore sorting for tin and lead done today as well. Oh boy. Once the catalysts roll in, it's gonna take them a minute. Oh, hey. I need power now. I need power. Why was that not giving me all of the power? Oh, that would be why. I may need a bit more throughput. Yeah. Yeah. Yellow belt doesn't quite cut it. We're gonna have to fix that in our next stream. So what did we get done today? A few things. I scaled up mineral catalysts by double. I do know that I need even more than that. I got the stereotyte, crotinium, bobmonium, and rubite crushed. I've processed my crushed stereotyte and crotinium into copper ore and converted the ore into ingots and then ingots into plates. I still need to go over here and place these ghost entities down for the casting units, but whatever. Casting machines, excuse me. And then came down here and expanded out the rails, built 7 more stations for my lead processing, tin processing, and then solder at the very end. Quite a bit was done on this day. But with that, folks, we have reached the end. I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's video and stream and you're watching the VODs on YouTube, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below. You can, of course, follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/otakushowboat, as well as support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. And I will be back on Thursday, where we are going to expand our power production, clearly, and continue working on the processing of the lead and tin into solder, and then maybe get into an individual factory for the slag with mineral catalyst expansion, just continuing to expand the mineral catalysts, and getting into an individual factory for wood, getting into a factory for the automation science, getting into factories for the different pieces of the circuits that we can now do. We can basically, once I get through this, do all of the things for up through BEBs, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we get to do all that stuff. I will see you all then.